So what I want to do is I want to, let's see. I want to start with this thing where we're doing C and then F and then G7 and go really slow and really listen. So Sandra, let's have you start.
I can start. I've actually been using my nail on my thumb because I have a sore on my thumb right where it would go if I was actually using the side of my thumb. So
okay. Beautiful. Get that last one. Do that again. Yeah, very nice. When you use your fingernail, you get a little bit more buzz no matter what, but your tones were beautiful. So clear. That was really nice. Okay, Emmeline.
Okay. C, F, G7, is that the order?
Nice. Do that. Yeah, do that G7 again. Okay, now remember when we were talking about G7 that if instead of having this finger here, if you move it this way, that you'll do better. So try that.
Okay. Closer to the neck.
Yeah, so just that bottom finger, move that in just a bit. There, do you see how that sounds better?
Yeah.
And so when you're playing G7, if it doesn't sound good, I want you to look at your finger, and most of us instinctually play it like this, but if you actually pull this finger back, you get a nicer sound.
Okay.
That bottom string there, okay? Yeah, do you hear how much better that sounds? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Allison? How are you loving that uke? I should say, how are you liking that uke? Are you loving it?
I am. I didn't get to practice much. I left town over the weekend for a long weekend.
I know, and ate amazing donuts.
Yes.
You should have brought some to class today for everyone.
I know. I know.
That would have been horrible, actually. Virtual donuts that you can't eat. I'd rather that you didn't. I'm glad you didn't.
Oh, it was heavenly.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm sorry. What chords are we doing?
C, F, and then G7.
C, F, then G7?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, nice. Very nice. Okay, yeah. Mel, and this is this on your new ukulele?
It is on my new ukulele.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Wow.
Really
okay.
nice.
You all need to know about this ukulele that Melanie has. It's all wood, and it was how much? $40?
$32.99.
And they had it on Amazon for a very short period of time, and then it was yanked. I'm going to look and see if I can get one because they have them for like a little bit more now. I can't believe that tone. That's gorgeous.
Really nice. When I play it next to yours that I borrowed, the sound itself is just so much deeper.
Yeah.
More resonant. So it's really fun. Yep.
Man, this was a major experiment for Mel to get this uke, and there was delay in shipping, and we were really nervous about everything, but I'm so glad you got it. Now I want to get one. That is amazing.
And all the stuff in the pamphlet that came with it was all in Chinese, and so I can't understand any of that, but it really is a nicely made uke. It was shipped from New Jersey, but it took a month. And
Yeah.
it bounced all over the place. It came to Walnut out in southern part of the, LA area, then came to LA, then went back out to Chino, and then back to LA. It was all over the place. So
Maybe
I
it's
don't know.
broken in and that's why it sounds so good. But that is a gorgeous sounding uke. That's amazing. I am blown away. That's so exciting. I'm so glad. Okay, we're looking to get one for my niece. So I think that might be her.
I think they're about 4062 is the cheapest one I saw now.
Yeah. So, and that's the concert size, right?
Yeah, it's not the same company, but
But I
maybe
think
it'll-
it's the same uke because it has the same writing on it. So, oh, I'm so glad that turned out good. Okay, awesome. Okay, Leanne, let's hear you play. So I want to hear you do C, F, and then G7. Leanne?
Glad I found you guys too. I'm sorry I missed the message.
That's okay. Now you're in the group, right? So you won't miss the messages in the
Well,
future?
I thought I was in the group, but I'll have to check. I'll look closer at it.
Okay, I thought you were too. Okay, now move up a little bit. You're not quite in the right place for C. There you go.
Hey, Bill.
Okay, Leanne, remember keep your fingers up here. Just have that one finger down, not the rest of your fingers. These fingers should be up here. There you go. Do you hear how much better that sounds?
Yeah.
Now the F.
I have a really hard time keeping my wrist high, but.
It's hard. Go a little slower. Okay, now what you're doing as you're playing your F is this finger right here is going, look at me, Leanne. Look, so this finger is going a little bit like that, and it's touching this string by accident.
Yeah, I worked on that. I just have.
And that's why you want to keep your wrist over, is so that it has lots of room. Remember, it's got to be like this. You've got to be bending that finger.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't have her.
How short are your nails?
They're really short.
Okay, now look at me. I want you to do what I do. Keep your hand where it is. Now what I want you to do is I want you to push your hand over a little bit this way. Like towards your face, towards your face. Okay, now try it again. Better. Remember, you want to play with the very top of your finger. Never play with down here. Always the very, very, very top of your finger. So this is what I want you to do. Right now, you're kind of like this. I want you to move so that you're closer to the string. Where you hit the string is closer to your fingernail on that top string. Closer to your fingernail. There, did you hear how much better that is? Now, can you look at that and memorize that, okay? Because I want you to, and when you get the wrong sound, I want you to fix it like that. Just that one finger, just look at that. And what I do, Leanne, is I actually think of it as bringing your hand up like this.
Yeah, I've been working on that, but it's just, sometimes I have it and sometimes it just goes away, but I'll keep working on it.
It'll come, yeah. Okay, I want you to do the same thing. So when you're playing the G7, I want you to move this finger from here back towards you. So this finger, the third finger, I want you to move it back, curl it in. There you go. Now do it. There you go. So the thing that you've got to work on, Leanne, is not touching the other strings that you don't want us to touch.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I know.
Just keep working on it and you'll totally get it. It just takes some time. It's a very odd thing that we're doing with our hands.
Yeah, you know, sometimes when I put my wrist up, I feel like my third finger can't reach the top string. So then it's like easier to do it like that. But you want us to try to keep our wrist up, right?
Yes. And a lot of that's about where your thumb is. If your thumb
Yeah.
Thumb is up here, you're not going to be able to. If your thumb is down here, you will. I was watching some more videos this week with instruction on things, and this is really the key to it all. If your thumb is up here, look how limited I am in my stretch. If my thumb is down here, I have all of this room. And you see how much more I can put my fingers up? Whereas if my hand is this way, just watch what happens, okay? So let's see, okay, I'm trying to go into Sandra's picture there. Okay, so if my thumb is up here, do you see how close my hand is? Now, as I move my hand down, my thumb down, all of a sudden I have more room for my fingers. I move my thumb up, wait, keep watching. Now watch, I move my thumb up, and all of a sudden my fingers go like that. So it's really about this thumb on the back, all right? And I'm gonna give you guys an exercise today that might help with that a little bit, okay? All right, so everyone played for me, right? I think we all changed positions. Emmeline, you played for me, right?
Yes.
So everyone played. Okay, great. All right, so let's do this now. So we're gonna go C, 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 hit, F, 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 hit, G7, 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 and then to C, and we're gonna keep repeating. Oh, wait a minute, that's not what the homework was. I'm sorry. I was just looking over the homework before class and I already messed it up. So the homework was, we're gonna do C, let's see, C, 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 hit, F, 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 hit, C, C, like that, okay? And remember, when you hit is when you move, okay? So here we go. Let's try this now. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, C. Hit, F, F, F. Hit, C, C, C. Hit, F, F, F. Hit, C, C, C. Hit, F, F, F. Hit. Now, Leanne, something that I think would help you a lot is if you can, are you doing this class on a computer or on an iPad? A computer, okay. So what I suggest is that you set up your computer so that when you practice, you're watching yourself. So set it up so that it's filming you or whatever. You don't have to actually record it. So you're watching yourself. And I really want you to look at the picture. Don't look at your hand so much, okay? Try to just look at the picture because every time you're going back to see like this. And I really want you to not do that. So I want you to watch this way so you can see yourself, okay? So let's try that right now. I want you to watch yourself on the camera here, okay? Instead of looking at your ukulele. Let's have everybody do that. So I want you to look at your image on the video, not on your actual uke, okay? So let's do the same thing again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, C. Hit, F, F. Okay, wait a minute. Someone's not muted. Let's see. Everybody needs to mute. Let's see. Okay, let's try it again now. Here we go. 1, 2. Mel, I have 2 of you. Should there be? Is that right? Okay.
One is so that I can see an image on the computer bigger, and the other one's on the iPad where I have the
Audio?
sound.
Okay, great. All right, here we go. Get ready on C. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, C. Hit, F, F, F. Hit, C, C, C. Hit, F, F, F. Hit, C, C, C. Hit, now say move instead of hit. C, C, C. Move. F, F, F. Move. C, C, C. Move. F, F, F. Move. C, C, C. Move. F, F, F. Move. Okay, how you doing on that? Is that coming a little easier? Okay, now we're going to go F to G7. And again, we'll say move instead of hit. All right, here we go. Try to look at yourself in the camera, not at your ukulele, if you can. Remember, F is just moving this finger down to here. Keep that finger there, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, F, F. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit F, F, F. Move G7, G7, G7. Say it. Move. F, F, F. Move G7, G7, G7. 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 Awesome. Okay, now let's do C, G7. Here we go again. Look at the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, C. Move G7, G7, G7. Move 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 C, C, C. Move G7, G7, G7. Awesome. Okay, now I want everybody to hold your ukulele up like this so that you can see from here up to here, okay? Now what I want you to do is I want you to count frets from here to, well, just count all the frets, okay? So that's the spaces between these lines, okay? So everybody count your frets and tell me what it is. So mine's 1, 2, do you see what I'm doing? Right? Mel, what's yours? Everybody unmute.
17.
Mel, yours is 17. Sandra, what's yours?
17.
Allison, what's yours?
I think I counted 18.
Okay. And Emmeline, what's yours?
I have 12. Unless, does this part count? That doesn't
Yeah.
count, right? Because
Going
there's not a
up
fret bar below
until,
it.
yeah, until you have the last fret bar.
Okay, yeah, 12.
Okay. Yeah, and Leanne, what do you have?
18.
Okay. Okay, Leanne, hold yours up again so I can see the bottom of it. Okay.
I didn't count the very bottom one.
Okay. How many do you have, Leanne, going just down to this first one right there? Okay, not counting the ones below it. Let's have everybody count that. Okay,
You
down.
mean the circles?
So we're going to count the frets but we're not going to count the ones that keep going after it hits the body. You understand what I mean? So we're not going to count these ones down here. We're just
Okay.
going to count the ones from here to the top. So count that and tell me how many you have.
I have 14.
Me too.
12.
12.
Okay.
14.
I think, Leanne, that you have a long neck ukulele, and I think that that's making it harder for you to play. I think that it might be worth $40 to try one of the ukuleles like what Mel got. I really do.
I know. I wouldn't mind. I wonder, do you have a link to it or?
Yeah.
I can send the link. Yeah.
You want to just post it on the page?
I'll post it on the page.
Great. Great. Yeah. Because I think, and Emmeline, I don't know if you have money to invest in a uke, but you'd get a better sound too because it's a concert uke and yours is soprano. So I think, you know, if these were $100 ukes, then you'd be thinking about it. But I think that both Leanne and Emmeline, you guys could both do with a little bit better uke. At $40, I think it's worth the investment because I think it'll make it. I think you'll be happier with the uke if you do that. Yeah. Mel, does it have a peg at the bottom?
It has a peg here and also a peg right
Oh my
back
gosh. Okay, so just so you know, this is fantastic. This means she can put a strap on it and that she doesn't have to drill into it. Mine has a pickup for electric, but it doesn't have anything here. So if I want to wear a strap, my strap has to go all the way around over to here, which is kind of awkward. Hers is just like a guitar strap, so it would just go right here.
here on the bottom.
Yep.
And I just ordered a strap tomorrow.
Yeah, so I totally recommend this. So Mel, why don't you post the link in the group after we finish class?
I will do that.
Okay, and if you're thinking about doing it, go ahead and do it today because I'm going to try to grab one today because the regular ones already disappeared. These are the ones that probably got picked up by another company and they're selling them now because the original ones are gone, but they're the same uke because they have the same writing around it. So that's how you can tell. Look at Melanie's and then, what does it say, Mel?
It says sun will shine.
Is that what it says on both sides?
Sun will shine and sun will shine both sides.
Okay.
And it's not laminated, so it's the actual wood feel. It's not like the ones that have the laminated coating over it. So you might need to be a little bit more careful with it. And I figure I'll kind of have to do some polishing on it because it's not laminated.
Is it rough? Like when you...
It's a little bit rough. Not terribly, just like if I brush against certain things that are like polyester, I'll feel a little bit of roughness. But no, it's fairly smooth.
Okay, so be aware of that because that is a different thing. Like this, the shiny, this is real smooth against your clothes. I was playing one the other day that wasn't, and it felt like it was catching on my clothes. So, so yeah, so it's not like an investment uke. It's a good uke to get right now while you're learning, and then you might want to get a better one later. But it's a great one to have around that you could take to the beach or the mountains or whatever. I think. So
my daughter plays this really well. It might just be me, but this was like about 150. It's a Lanikai.
Yeah, Lanikai, that's a good brand. It's not that the ukulele is bad. I think it's a long neck, and I think that's what's giving you problems. So I really think if you got one with a smaller neck or even a soprano, I think you would do better. I think the problem is, see, look at me. Like, so I have my hand here and then the neck's right there, right with my shoulder. For you, the neck's like way out here. Do you see the difference? So part of it might be if you push back a little bit with this arm. So you can have it a little bit more.
Yeah, but I can't really go.
Like that. If you could play like that, that might be a little easier. But I wish everything was open and you could go in a store and try a soprano. That's the hard part, is that you can't go in and try ukuleles. But Emmeline has a soprano, and do you see how much smaller hers is? So hold yours up, Emmeline.
Yeah,
usually
really
everyone in a
small.
class has a soprano. Well, and I could show you. Here's a soprano compared to my So you see the difference in these two. This is the one that we get donated from the amazing company in Italy. This is the most amazing ukulele. And it's called a mahilele. I heard that, I think they might be selling these on Amazon too. If you want, I can put a link for these. They're plastic, so it's not going to be something that you're going to be excited to show your friends, but they have an amazing sound, and they really project, and they don't, sorry, I need to tune it, but they don't, like for my program, you can have overnight changes in the weather and it really messes up your instruments, whereas these, you won't have that because it's plastic. Oh, I didn't tune it very well. Anyway, I'll show you that another time. Let's go on with class. But if you, well, are you interested in this? Not really, right? Nobody's really interested in this to take the time to do anything. Yes, no. Tell me if you want to know more.
If you could post some information maybe in the group, that would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, I will. And I'll do a quick tune on it so I can play with you using this one and you can hear it. Okay, so now we're going to do the thing where we just go back and forth between the two chords. Okay, so we're going to start with C and F. So we're going to go C, F, C, F, okay? Oh, the other thing about these is that they're good if you have little kids around, but you have to be careful that they don't get to the tuners because they can break the uke. They can break any uke if they get to the tuners. For some reason, little kids think these are really fun to turn. Okay, so we're gonna just do C, F. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F. Make sure you're moving between C, move, F, move, C, move, F. Now, why do I say move like that? Why am I saying move?
We want to have our fingers ready before we strum.
Exactly. And as soon as you've played this chord, as soon as you've strummed all the strings, you can start moving to your next chord. You don't have to stay there until it's time to play the next chord. You want to move right away. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, yeah.
But you don't want to actually put your fingers down on the next chord until you're ready for the next chord, right? Because you actually change what sound's coming out of it as reverb, right?
Well, listen to this. So you definitely are right. You definitely do that. But for our purposes right now, you're not going to be changing chords that fast. And what you want to do is be ready for the next chord. Okay, so thanks for bringing that up. But don't worry about that right now. More important to get there early than to get there late.
Okay.
For right now. I'd love it if everybody had the problem where they were getting there too early. That would be awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, F. Is this what we're still doing, right? C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F, C, F. Okay, great. How are you doing on that? I'm still worried about my out of tune ukulele here. Okay, all right, so now we're gonna go F, G7. So start on F. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, G7, F, G7, F, G7, F, G7, F, move, G7, move, F, move, G7. Is that too fast for anybody? You guys okay with that speed? Okay, great. Now let's go with G7C. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. G7, C. 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 All right, so how'd everybody do on that? How'd you do on that? Okay, now, is that just a so-so, Sandra? Or is that a good? Okay, so now we're gonna move to this. We're gonna go C, 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 hit F. No, actually, you know what? We're not gonna, let's see. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Okay, so I'm gonna share a page with you now, and then and then I'm gonna post this in the group, and I want everybody to print it out at home. Let's see now. You know, I never had this problem when I did this the first time, and now for some reason I'm having trouble getting what I wanted. Oh, I know why. There we go. Nope. I did this before, and so I didn't think I needed to prep it, and now I'm having trouble doing it. Can you see that by any miracle? You can see it. Okay, great. All right. So this is exercise number 1. All right. And the way that this method works is that you'll have a chord exercise every time you learn a couple of new chords. And the chord exercise will always be harder than the songs that go after it. So we'll always learn a chord exercise first, and then we'll learn a bunch of songs with those chords, and then we'll learn a new chords, new chord exercise, new songs. All right. The good thing about knowing C, F, and G7 is that you can play a million songs with this. So we have a lot of songs that'll come after this. All right, so now, do you see how it says C, and then line, 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 G7, line, line, line. Do you see that? Okay, now, what that means is we're going to play strum patterns. Do you remember we talked about strum patterns, right? Okay, so the strum pattern that we're playing, that we're going to play this with, is the one that goes like this. Down, 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 hit. Now that's one strum pattern, okay? So that means you're going to go down, 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 hit, down, 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 hit. You're going to do that on C 4 times because you've got the C and then you've got 3 diagonal lines. And then we're going to switch to G7. And how many times are we going to play the G7 strum pattern? 4 times again, right? So does everybody understand? Okay, let's try this. Here we go. 1, 2, let's see, let me make it, oops, wrong way. There we go. Okay, nope. Okay, can everyone see the whole thing? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. I want you to say it. C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit F, F, F. Hit F, F, F. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit G7, G7, G7. Last line, C, C, C. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit F, F, F. Hit C, C, C. Hit C, C, C. Hit F, F, F. Hit G7, G7, G7. Hit C, C, hit, and then repeat it again. Okay, so that's pretty hard compared to what we've been doing so far. So don't worry if that seems really, really hard to you. Now, the last line obviously is the hardest part. So what you should do is practice the last line separately from the rest of it. Okay, so this basically has 3 parts. The first part is where you get to do each chord 4 times. The second part starts on the 5th line where you do each chord 2 times. And then the third part is the last line where you do each chord 1 time. Does this make sense? Okay, now I'm going to post this. I'm going to post this in your on the page. And let's see. Okay, so so I want you to practice that. Now I still want you to be doing this. Okay, and still really listening. Okay. Okay, I'm going back to this uke because this one really sounds good. But this is like my dream ukulele that I bought on eBay. Allison started me on the quest for an amazing ukulele, and then I found this one on eBay, and oh, I'm so in love. Okay, now I promised you a hand exercise that I think is going to help. Okay, and this is the hand exercise. So you're going to be using these fingers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So we're going to do it on the bottom string. Okay. I'm going to make this bigger on my computer. Okay. So you're going to go like this. First, you just pluck it with nothing there. Then you're going to put this finger down and pluck it again. Then you're going to keep this finger down, and while this finger's down, you're going to go into the next fret and play that. While you keep this first finger down, don't lift this finger. This finger stays down. So you go open. That's what it's called when there's no finger on it. Open string, first fret, second fret, and then you're going to go 3rd fret and then 4th fret. Now, all of your fingers, Leanne, it should all be on this same string. Leanne, all of it should be on this string. Don't change strings. All of it is on the same string. So let's do this again. So we're going to go open, and then 1st fret, and then 2nd fret, and then 3rd fret, and then 4th fret. All right, let's do that again. So open, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. Now, while you're doing this, do not drop your thumb down to here. Don't do that. Keep your thumb up here, okay? Because later we're going to do this with other strings. If you're used to having your thumb down here, you're not going to be able to do it. So make sure that your thumb is same as always around the middle of your uke. All right, so here we go again. So open, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. Now you're going to go back down. So now you're going to go hit that again and lift this finger, and then lift this finger, and then lift this finger, and then lift this finger. Okay, so it's a chromatic scale, and it's a finger, it's an exercise to get your fingers working independent of each other. All right, so let's do this whole thing together. So open, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, and then 4th fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, and then open again. All right, each tone should be beautiful. If it's not beautiful, that's totally fine. But that means you don't go on. So don't play the next one if that's not beautiful. Get it really sounding good. Okay, and it doesn't go fast. It goes just slow, just like that. All right. Now notice my hand is not like this for this. Okay, you can't play it like that. I'm letting my hand go like this for this. Okay, but only for this. All right. Now, the other thing too, Leanne, you just got your hand way too low. Bring your thumb up just a little bit towards the top. There you go. There you go. All right. So let's try this together again. Here we go. Open. First string, first fret, second fret, third fret, fourth fret, and then fourth fret, third fret, second fret, first fret, and then open. Now, what does this teaches us something really important about ukuleles. Anybody know what it is? This is it. The sounds that we get on the ukulele or guitar or any other stringed instrument are going to play the note that is the farthest up the ukulele that you're touching. So say I'm touching this string right here. To get that note, I can put a finger down here and it doesn't change it at all. I can put a finger down here and it doesn't change it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's whichever finger is the highest is what's going to give you the sound. And the reason that's important is because sometimes you're going to want to play stuff that where you're going to go quickly from here to here. And so you're going to have both fingers down. So you're going to start with both fingers down and then go like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. If you're doing that, you would just keep that finger down the whole time. All right, does that make sense? So next week, we're gonna start songs, okay? So you've gotta get that chord exercise really good, and then we start songs. And our first song is You Are My Sunshine, which is such a fun song. And we started doing that because of the Greek refugee camps. We weren't doing that song at all. And then somebody sang that song in one of the Greek refugee camps and the kids went mad. And so we added it and it became the first song that we do on ukulele because it's just fun and everybody smiles when you do that song. The next song's Shoe Fly because the other thing about refugee camps is you have a lot of flies, but anyway. Okay, so any questions about anything? Now, Emmeline, your ukulele is fine, so I'm not saying you need to change it, and you're getting a really nice sound out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, Leanne, I wish, Leanne, that you could try a soprano and see if you liked it better. Do you have any? You live in Pleasant Grove, is that right?
Yeah, I can call a couple music stores.
Okay, and see if you could just go in and just hold them, because I think for you it's either go ahead and take this uke in when you go. It's either that it has a longer neck than usual, or that it's just a concert and you need a soprano. Yeah. Everybody's build is a little bit different, and you're so beautifully thin that it might be that.
What kind is Melanie's?
Melanie's is a concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the same size.
It probably is the same size, but the weird thing is that your neck looks longer even though it doesn't have more frets. So that's why I can't figure out why, because look at Mel. Mel, go ahead and get your ukulele and like you're gonna play it. Do you see how hers just goes beyond her shoulder? Whereas yours goes way out here. So yeah. I wonder if it's about the fact that to get your hand here, you have to hold it so far this way. I don't know. There, see if you played it like that, actually, I think that's the whole problem right there. That's how you should be holding your uke, is exactly like that. No, how you had it right there. That's how you should be holding your ukulele. If you could play it like that, I think you'd play much better. I think you'd find it easier.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Oh, I had a quick question on the chromatic scale. We're just playing the bottom.
Only the bottom string, no other strings. Only the bottom string, okay? And don't forget, you've got to use that pinky finger too. That's the hard one. And you start with an open string, and then the first fret, second, third, fourth. So you get 5 notes. It's a 5-note chromatic scale. All right? Make sense? Okay, you guys are awesome. So I'll see you next week, back to our normal time. Thank you so much for everything. And we have our flyer for our nurses program, so I'm going to post that too. And if anybody has any way that I don't know, Sandra, if you could, anywhere you could post it or hand it out or anything, we just really want to give this program to as many healthcare workers as we can. I have one person checking it, so I might. Anyway, it'll be up tomorrow because I'm having one person look it over to see if we can make it better, and then I'll put it up tomorrow. But tonight, right now, I'll put up the this exercise, okay? And the homework. All right, you guys are fantastic. This is super fun, and I'll see you next week.
Okay, thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Liz.
You're so welcome.